Good morning and welcome back to Daily Inspiration. I have this channel here just to inspire people to hopefully start choosing the right path in their lives and just start living their life to the fullest. So if you're looking for some inspiration or some keys or tips, then feel free to check out my page. I also have a website that I do some blogs, and I have a lot of my videos on there as well. So I just want to say thank you very much for choosing my page. I'm so grateful for everybody that's watching these videos, and I hope that my intentions are fulfilled, where I just intend that somebody will watch one of my videos and it'll spark something and make them choose to start living their life and stop being stuck in the autopilot life that I was doing too. Because we all are. We're waking up, we're thinking thoughts, and then we're thinking those thoughts again over and over and over again. So the more we can acknowledge it and realize what we're doing in our lives every single day, everything that we do in our life is a choice. If you start living by that, it starts to be so much more beautiful. Maybe difficult for many people, but I've been learning about forgiveness, and the key to forgiveness I'm finding is to feel it. If you're not feeling it, then you can't heal it. And the biggest thing for healing is forgiving. Whether somebody has apologized or not, you need to forgive for yourself. You don't need to forgive that person for them. You need to forgive that person for you. Because if you're holding a grudge, then you're still holding on to that pain. And what I've been realizing is that we can't just keep holding on grudges and thinking that we are the victims. We are not the victims. Plan or live your life like you have chosen everything in your life, because on a higher level you may have. May sound a little out there, but some people say that we all choose when we come in here to this earth, when we, like, what families we go into, who's going to be awakening at what point or not. So I've been going through my spiritual awakening, and I have been doing a lot of shadow work, and I've been finding that healing is forgiving. And once you feel that emotion, then you can heal. So I've had a hard time forgiving my sister's father, because he hurt my mom and he hurt me, and it's hard to forgive somebody that's not even sorry, right? But in order to forgive, a key thing to remember is that that person was doing the best that they can with whatever they had. So maybe in their past lives, whatever that person may have done to you, they have had done to themselves. So once we stop living as a victim, in the victim mentality, thinking that everything is done to us, things are done to us, people did this to me, then you can really start living your life free. Because once you start living like everything is done for me, not to me, I went through this so that I could grow. I had this situation happen in my life for me to learn from. It didn't happen to me. It's not like he hurt me. And I'm not saying, like, even if somebody did something to you, that's okay. It's not okay. It's just the fact that you can acknowledge, you and me, we can all acknowledge that they did the best that they could with where they were at. And it's time to forgive and let go, because holding on to that grudge, there's going to be tension, and you're just going to keep attracting that same situation into your life over and over and over again until you feel it and heal it and let it go. So that's what I'm learning right now, and that's why I'm hopping on here to share it with you guys. And I intend for somebody to hopefully maybe have this resonate with you. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to give what I'm learning to everybody, and just share that healing is feeling. So yeah, things can happen to you, but once you start switching your brain, to thinking that you chose this because you can handle it, or God knew that you could go through this, or your higher self, whatever you want to call it, knew that you can handle this. Everything you go through, you can handle. You can handle it. I can handle it. We can all handle it. We're going through it so that we can push through and become a better person on the other side. And really, I've just been really loving the saying that healing is feeling, and once you start feeling those emotions, you can really start to heal within. And like I said, I had my sister's father in my life for a good period of time. I can't even remember how long, like 4 or 5 years. And yeah, it was hard to move on, because I'd always be thinking, oh, he did this to me, or he did this to my mom, or he did this. Everything was happening to me versus for me. And like now I'm grateful and thankful for everything that I've gone through in my life, because I wouldn't be the person that I am today without it. It's still hard. It's definitely still hard to think of, but I have had to forgive somebody that's not been sorry, and I've had to just really just let it go. And I'm still going through the process for a few other things, but I've just started to live my life as I chose it. I choose everything that happens in my life. Every single day, it's my choice to wake up at what time. I wake up, I choose to do my morning ritual. I choose to do my meditation. I choose what I want to think about in my meditation. I choose to do a workout. I choose to do whatever I want. So once you start living with intentions behind your choices, then your life will start to be in your own hands. So stop living like a victim, with the victim mentality, because that'll just bring more and more and more of that to you. I was going through this with my, before I started meditation, I was going through all this and trying to figure out how to forgive my mom for letting that happen to me, and forgive that man for everything that he did to us and all these other crazy things. But what you don't realize is it didn't happen to you. It happened for you. It happened for you to move up in the world. It happened for you to level up into the next stage in your life. It happened for you to acknowledge, and it happened for you to grow. So if you're not going to be living your life for yourself, then you can't start living in other people's movies. Like you just got to start living your life for you. Choose everything. Live your life like you've chosen everything in your life. You chose your parents. You chose this life to come into. It's really beautiful once you start really acknowledging your thoughts and your wavelengths going through your mind, because forgiveness is key. And in order to have happiness in your life, you need to forgive. And even if that person's not sorry, or if they haven't apologized to your face, just remember that they were doing the best that they could with where they were at. It doesn't mean that it was okay. It doesn't mean that you should have gone through that. But what it does mean is that you can forgive, and you can move on, and you can let go, because the harder you hold on, the more stress you're going to bring into your life. I kept thinking that I was a victim. This happened to me. This happened to my mom. This happened to me. And that brought in another situation in my life where I physically got robbed and dragged through my car window. Like somebody broke into my car while I was passed out sleeping in there. And like I wasn't making the best choices at that point in my life, like obviously. But I didn't want to drink and drive, so I had a miscommunication with my ride lady, and I fell asleep in my car waiting for her. And I woke up to some guy breaking into my car and stealing my purse and trying to beat me up and drag me through my car window, because I was thinking as a victim. I was thinking, things keep happening to me. Why is this happening to me? And now I realize that I am not a victim. I am a human being. I am strong. I am independent, and so are you. And all you need to do is believe in yourself and stop living with the victim mentality, because yeah, once you start moving on, then things start moving up. And yeah, it was a scary moment, but that fight or flight kind of came in, and I was ready to chase that guy down the street. Like, I don't know. But yeah, just what you put out into the world is what you're going to get back. So the more that you focus on being a victim and having things happening to you, the more that that's going to happen to you, or the more you're going to start attracting more things like that as well into your life. So stop living in the victim mentality. Start living like life is happening for you. Everything happens for you. No matter what it is neutral. Anything that happens for us is a neutral thing. Whether we give it a negative meaning or a positive meaning, that's the only time that it'll have a positive or negative meaning, is what we give it. So things happen for us, not to us. Feeling is healing, and forgiveness is key. So just those 3 things to work on. That's what I've been working on, and I've been having a lot more positive people in my life. I've been having a lot more success throughout my life as well. I haven't gotten robbed again, so I haven't felt like a victim. I haven't had those situations come back into my life because I have healed the past. I have felt it. I have gone through it, and I stopped playing the victim card, and I started playing my own cards. I started being where I wanted to be in my life, and I stopped playing that victim card. That was the biggest thing, is realizing that things happen for us all. Things are happening for us so that we can upgrade, we can level up, we can move through it. We need to realize that in order to heal, you must feel. And once you are feeling, you need to embrace it, feel it with all your heart, and then let it go. And sometimes that may be hard. You may have to go through a couple sequences, many meditations through weeks and weeks, but like on the other side, you'll be coming out of the other side like a new person, and it'll give you a different view of everybody in the world, because you'll realize that everybody's going through something. And that was one thing that I grew up thinking all the time, is like, if somebody got mad at me, is I'd be like, oh, like, it wasn't my fault, like I didn't do anything, it was them, and something's going on with them. And now I'm looking at it as well, that I needed that to come into my life for me to learn a new lesson. That needed to happen to me, or that needed to happen for me to level up, to acknowledge these things so that I can grow and not hold a grudge, and learn to forgive people, and just start living my life with choices. And once I started doing that, it just started getting amazing. So I really hope that this resonates with you. I really hope that you can start finding a meditation that works for you, where you can maybe work on your shadow, picture your little D, baby D that I call her, and give her the love and support that she needs. So picture your younger self when you were like 4 or 12 or whatever, when you needed something and you needed love and you were looking outside for any other kind of emotion. Doing that shadow work is beautiful, because then you realize that all those emotions are within you, and you don't actually need to look outside, because you can give yourself the happiness is a choice. So you can give yourself that, what is the word I'm looking for? You can give yourself that choice. No, that's not the word. I'm gonna brain fart here. But yeah, you just let yourself forgive and get letting go, and shoot, what was I gonna say? I can't remember that one word. Give yourself the, what is it? I'm having a brain fart. I don't know. I thought it was gonna come to me, but it didn't. It's like, give yourself the responsibility, but that's not the word. Okay, so what I was trying to say is just let yourself know that it's okay to feel these things. You can go through these things, but you need to forgive and heal, and because if you don't, you'll just keep attracting it. And that's the biggest key point is, in order to move on and level up into your life, you need to start living in the now and realizing that everything that happens is happening for us, not to us. So start healing. Give that shadow self, your baby D, your baby self, the love and affection that it needs, because it's all within you. You can give yourself that love. And once you start healing the baby D, the little baby version of you, and you reach out and you feel that, you will be in utter bliss. It'll be amazing. You'll start realizing that things just happen for you for a reason. Whether it's good or bad, it's giving you a reason to move on or move up into your life. So if you're stuck somewhere, start meditation. Maybe start thinking about why you're there, what keeps happening. If something happens to you, ask why. What is this trying to teach you? And see what comes up. Just see what comes up, and then you could possibly be embarking on a new journey and finding yourself so much easier. So I just want to say thank you, and I hope that maybe this resonates with you, or you might know someone that this would resonate with. So hit the like, hit the share, hit the comments, whatever. You can find me on Instagram, Daylene Vandy, and you can follow my day-to-day life there. I have a website as well. I'll be sharing the link in the bottom. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for you and everybody else. I'm thankful to have this page and to be able to reach out to everybody, because for the longest time I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life, and I just think it was because what I wanted to do wasn't really a thing. So I didn't know I wanted to be a YouTuber, because YouTubing wasn't really a thing. It was like, you gotta be a doctor, you gotta be a lawyer, you gotta be a teacher. But I'm just letting you know it's okay not to know. So start to heal and feel. Start to heal. In order to heal, you need to feel. So feeling is healing, and it is beautiful. So start feeling that and start moving up in your life with me. And thank you. And don't forget that a smile is contagious, and I hope you have a super fantastic, wonderful day.